How y'all doing? This is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Caffeinated Content where we talk about great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. I want to talk to you today about the hierarchy in your head, that entrepreneurial mindset in your head. And I'm not talking about the positive mindset. I'm talking about where you feel you belong, hence the hierarchy. You know, when we go out into the world, we've got a certain opinion about ourselves, of who we are, what we should be doing, what we should have in life, what we expect out of ourselves, who we should be connected to, who should we be doing business with. We've got ourselves kind of pegged in this place, in this hierarchy out in life. And this hierarchy is arbitrarily set by ourselves, filtered through our observations, tainted by our biases and opinions. And we look upon that world and we go, well, those people belong there, and those people belong there, and I belong with these people. And there's some truth to it. I mean, birds of a feather flock together. You want to be with like-minded individuals, no question. But where it becomes a problem is when you have that battle inside yourself where you believe there's a higher tier of entrepreneurship, and you start to tell yourself, you start to have this battle, you know, you're selling and buying this idea that you don't belong at that higher level, or maybe you should tone it down and go to a lower level of this hierarchy that this construct that you have within your mind. And there's been a couple instances that really intrigued me about this concept, this entrepreneurial hierarchy. I posted a photo of myself a few days ago with some very top financial planners from around the United States. And these are people that they manage hundreds of millions of dollars in assets. They don't have small clients, they have big clients, celebrities, NFL players, NBA, the people that you see on television in Hollywood and in sports. These are the people that are managing their finances. And I was in a room with them, and there were two instances that brought this hierarchy of entrepreneurship to my mind. First of all, when I walked in, I was a little set back. The battle began in my own head going, wow, I'm in a higher level of hierarchy. These people are, you can just tell by the way they carry themselves, by the way they dress, how they communicate. You know, you just went from AAA to Major League Baseball in just a few seconds. And I myself had to really kind of, not struggle, but just realize, okay, I'm moving to a higher tier, and I've got to be able to have it. I've got to be able to bring my game up. And then I posted the photo, and I had somebody that I talked to yesterday, I won't mention his name, not necessary, but he was like, wow, I don't know if I would belong in that room. And my thought was, because I have a very high opinion of this individual, absolutely you belong in that room. But again, he had himself pegged in his mind. That was a higher hierarchy of entrepreneurship than where I'm at. I'm just dealing with these people. I'm not dealing with those people. And this becomes a self-limiting idea of, well, if we believe we only belong in this hierarchy, then those are the only people you're going to network with. You're never going to reach, right? You're going to keep yourself at a safe minimum, and you're not going to reach higher because you're going to go, oh, well, that's definitely not my hierarchy. My hierarchy is here. That's where I belong. So I will keep my opportunities and my networking along that strata. Now, if you're comfortable in the strata that you're in, that may be the first indicator that you need to start reaching towards that higher level. And I don't have a simple solution for you to say, do 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, and C, and then you'll reach that higher level. I think it's just a matter of having self-awareness of where you're at in your own mind, where you've placed yourself, not somebody else, where you see yourself, and is that where you want to be, and how do you get to that higher level? And I think the only takeaway that I got from this weekend is you have to begin surrounding yourself with mentors who are in a higher level than you are from your viewpoint, and willing to have them help you bring your game to the next level. Whether it's increasing your skills, the quality of your content, your messaging, your presentation, how you dress, how you greet people, or the whole dealio, you're really gonna have to have someone help elevate you by giving you that proper mentorship and coaching to take you there, so that you don't fall prey to your own self-coaching, which then opens the door to self-invalidation. Whereas if you have a mentor you trust looking at you from the outside and saying, no, you're doing it right, or no, you could do this better, you're going to make better progress. And so this requires you to be coachable. You've got to be willing to receive the help and have somebody else observe you and then suggest some positive changes that you can make. And that's kind of tough. That takes humility. That takes some big boy pants. That takes growing up. That takes a lot for someone to open up and go, here's my weaknesses, here's my frailties, here's where I need coaching, help me out. But the rewards are massive when you do that. And I know there's a resistance because you want to stay in the hierarchy that you're in. It's very comfortable. It makes you right. It somehow proves to yourself that everything you've been doing up to this point has been the most right actions you could take, when they may not have been. And you'll find yourself that when you surround yourself with these people and you allow yourself to be coached, not only do you improve as an individual, you're going to open up better opportunities for yourself, because in that growth, you get better opportunities. That's just what happens. Okay, so I just wanted to share that idea with you, where you're at in the hierarchy of entrepreneurship. If you want to grow, I suggest you reach out and get some mentorship. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.